Dr. Utchay, if you can hear us, 33.6 million Nigerians are regarded as youths, and that is between the age 15 to 35. As about 2019, you had about 43.5 people who were aged from 0 to 10. So by 2023, some of them will 0 to 14. By 2023, some of them will be of voters' age. And you can find that the conversation on them being in the leadership space is very slim. What do you think is the problem? Because first, let's look at the roots and the causal symptom of this issue.
I didn't hear your last part. Can you repeat?
Why is this a problem? I mean, the youths have the population, and yet in the mainstream politics, they are not there. So what is the problem?
Yeah, it's actually something to bother about, really, because the youth actually has the population, not just the population, have the voting power and the voting population. And it's ironical that at this level where we are right now, that we still find ourselves in this space, because there's no way this country can actually make a meaningful progress without getting involved the young people. It's showing in every area in Nigeria. It's showing. When you look at other critical areas, other critical sectors, you find out that the young people are the ones driving the good name that the country has. Look at, for instance, the area of ICT. Look at that. Look at the area of entertainment. I see our government people celebrating the likes of Burna Boy and a couple of them, and people are doing well in the entertainment sector, even in the movie sector. Right now, we have our movies on Netflix and all. The only area where we have a major problem is in the area of leadership. The crisis of Nigeria is leadership crisis. That's the only problem. God has been so merciful to us. We don't have things like earthquake and all those kind of things. But the quake we have is leadership, and it's a very big problem. And it's high time that the young people need to understand that we need to change this paradigm. 2023 cannot be the same. It cannot be business as usual. I hear what my brother was saying right now about young people going to join different political parties and all that. There's no problem about that. But the truth of the matter is this: if you are joining any party, make sure you join to bring about the change. We cannot mortgage our future. We cannot keep selling our birthright for our fathers, our elderly people, to keep mortgaging our future. There's massive poverty. I don't know if you know what's going on right now. My foundation, we always go out to the streets to help people. There's massive poverty. Every day if I wake up in the morning, I see almost about 5, 6, 7 to 10 messages on poor. I'm talking about men and women that are able, men and women that have families that are poor and they are dying. And now, because you as a young man, they give you one political position somewhere and the rest of it, they now turn you to one of the people that are going to turn against the young people. Is that what you want to do? Fast forward. If they give you 1 million naira right now, how much is 1 million naira? 1 million naira cannot amount to anything. They give you 10 million naira. Is that what you're going to leave for the next 4 years? And after the next 4 years, I'm even talking about even 5K. This is not the time for us to look for those kind of stuff right now. This is the time to think about a new Nigeria, because the poverty level is crazy. Is crazy, and our political elites don't even want to understand that. To them, they feel it's business as usual. But for crying out loud, our young people, we have the power. After the events of NSAS, I expected to see a lot of change. I expected to see the young people come together, all the youth leaders come together, for us to come together as one voice and reclaim the soul of our nation. And that's exactly what we need to do. It's time for us to bring about that transformation we are looking for. 2023 should not pass us by. Young people, all the youth leaders, all the National Youth Council leaders, all the people that are young people around the country like me, let's come together and let's talk with one voice and let's reclaim the soul of this country. And believe you me, we'll have a better Nigeria. There's something I usually say, that if we get it right in 2023 by putting in the right leader, by 2035 Nigeria will be a first world nation, and that's the truth.
All right. First world nation. We really hope we get to that point. But let's come to you. What's the place of mentorship in all of this? Because the conversation we had before we started this, we heard our guests saying that even the political, the aspirants we're seeing today in the big two parties, the ruling party and the opposition party, that they don't even have what it takes to fight insecurity to start with. And these are people, many of them have been in politics for years, and some have grown from, like our APC member here said, grown into the politics, and they are still not able to solve some of the problems, including the sitting president we have today, who was once a general and is still a general anyway. So let me ask you what the position of mentorship would be for these youths, you know, who are getting involved in politics, as to how they can deal with the problem. Nigeria's problem is multifaceted, and it's not something you can just wake up and say you want to be able to solve. Utchay, did you get the question? This question is for you.
Okay, yeah, you're talking about the role of mentorship, right?
Yes, for the
That's
youth.
what you said, and no, I was able to get that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, talking about the role of mentorship is very, very important. There's no doubt about that. I heard that when you talked about mentorship. Talking about the role of mentorship is very, very important, because there is no way you can, for me, mentorship is like a bridge between where you are and where you're going to. That's what mentorship is all about. And for you to actually be involved in politics, I mean, to bring about the change that we're looking for, you need to have mentor. But the question is that what kind of mentor are we having? Because right now, if you look at the political space right now, role models are not there. Only just very few role models are not there. Most people that are there right now currently are political entrepreneurs, political jobbers. Those are people that are there at the political space. The young people are actually, one of the major needs right now for the young people is role models. Role models, men and women that they can look up to, men and women with integrity. Looking up to somebody is not somebody that knows how to talk, or somebody that knows how to turn A to B. We have a lot of people in politics right now that things are white and they will change it and say it's blue or it's black. And you expect that kind of person to be a mentor. The truth is this, is that you cannot deceive. How long can you deceive people? People know when you are saying the truth. People know when you are passionate. We have a lot of people in the leadership space that are not passionate about Nigeria. In fact, at times I wonder if we import our leaders. Yes, if we import them to the country to come and rule us, I wonder, we need to actually check their background to know whether some of these people came from some countries outside of Nigeria and all the rest of it to come rule us. Because if you are passionate about your country, you want to be an example, you want to be a role model, you are there to serve the people, and you have to show a worthy example that will make anybody want to be like you. Mentorship is very important. Mentorship is key. But the problem is that we are lacking role models in Nigeria. We are lacking men and women of truth, men and women of integrity in Nigeria, which is very important for us to have the kind of Nigeria that we look forward to. And that's the problem with a lot of young people. Many of them, most times in the program that we have, that we organize and the rest of it, we find out that most of these young people will be saying things like, I want a role model, I want a mentor, but I can't really find anybody. Should I follow this person? Should I follow that person and the rest of it? And most times our hands are tied. Most of these young people look for role models outside the government. You want to get into politics, you should actually have a political mentor, but they look for it outside the government, because the person they are looking up to is somebody that does not even have anything for them to emulate. So it's high time that we need to understand that the leadership role that we are playing is very important and critical. We are role models. People are watching. The young people are watching. The young people are seeing. Look at what happened with the events of NSAS and all. If there was proper leadership, that wouldn't have happened. And look at the outcome eventually. So it's very important that the leaders, our leaders, know that they have a critical role to play. But apart from that, I want to tell our young people, wherever they are, that they are good people that are in government. They might not be in the government currently. They might be waiting to be in government. They are good role models that you can follow. Men and women that can actually mentor you aright, that can actually bring about the new Nigeria that we are looking for. It's very important. You need to have a role model and you need to have a mentor. Mentorship is very, very critical for us to have a new Nigeria. And right now, we need it more than ever before. And I want to appeal those people that are currently, whether you are the private sector or you're a businessman or you are someone that has a passion for Nigeria, and you are doing well in your business and you're doing well as a technocrat and you have plans to be in leadership, it's time for you to come out. The young people need to emulate. I have a couple of people, I know them personally, and some of them, I admire them, that are technocrats, that are business people, that are standing for, that have impeccable integrity. And those kind of people are people that we need within the leadership space. The young people can emulate people like that for us to have, and not borrow or copy the wrong characters and the attributes of those that are currently in leadership right now. Because right now there is massive depletion of good leadership in Nigeria, and we cannot continue like that. But there are good ones. They might not be in power, but they're on their way to power. I want to appeal that every young man should go and get a role model.